Yeah, bye. All right, XOXO. Got a girl. Audra at Home is filmed in front of a live Pitbull audience. Oh, I just hear my stomach. Good evening. Welcome to Audra After Work again, I guess, but this one's nice and short. This video, if it does go up to YouTube, is sponsored by all of my patrons. Thank y'all all so much for your support. They will be rolling at the end. Make sure you stay to see them and say hello. Yo, I just came here right quick because I got off work. I'm sweaty. I'm gross. I'm trying to chill. And I decided to watch the White Hot, the Abercrombie and Fitch story. And I'm not going to give it like all the details because the short story, TLDR, is it was all white. There were lawsuits, and now it's not all white. There was also some Asian discrimination. There was just discrimination against virtually everybody who wasn't white. But here's the thing. As I'm watching it, because I was around, I'm of a certain age. And legitimately, while I was watching it, I became like abruptly aware, like all of a sudden I was stupidly aware that I knew all of these things were happening at that store peripherally. Like, I'd kind of seen a story here or there about it. But like it didn't actually do anything for my brain. Like what I'm trying to get at is I am gonna be 42, or I am already 42 when this video goes up. And I have never been inside of an Abercrombie and Fitch store. Like, I've never been inside. It literally told, like, when I was young, at the height of A&F, y'all, I very clearly could see there were very specific stores I just didn't go into in the 90s as a 90s teen, okay? Definitely not Abercrombie and Fitch. There was none of the posters or anything said that I would be welcome there. I just thought it was understood. I felt like it was like the Sundown town of mall stores. You just don't go in Abercrombie and Fitch. I didn't go there. I didn't go in the Gap, and I didn't go in Express. Like, these were the three stores. I would sometimes walk into an Express because like I would be on an away game for cheer. And one of the cheerleaders that I was hanging with wanted to go in. But I didn't like to go in those stores because they were all very, very white. And I think the thing that was wild about watching this is that like I didn't really know until like the full details of what was really happening until I watched the documentary. But then I had to think about the fact that I've never been in one of those stores and like why I hadn't gone in. And like, it's going to tell you why, but like, because it didn't look like this, not this, not this, like this was not welcome. And it was very obvious to me. So I fucking never went inside. Like, so now I'm realizing that like, I've never been inside. I have their booty shorts. And listen, if you see my long back sticking out of the bottom of my shorts, I need you to mind your business and not be rude about it. But I buy them from ThredUp. Like, the first time I had a pair, had anything from Abercrombie and Fitch at all, I feel like was 2016. I feel like 2016. And I ordered it from ThredUp. I just always knew instinctively that you don't shop there. And then this led me down a rabbit hole, which I started talking to my friend Emily about, which is like, there are certain bits of content I don't do because I can't. Like, for instance, talking about like certain trends, certain makeup trends, because shit just wasn't there I couldn't partake in a lot of these trends. Being a Black person meant that a lot of the things that, like, I mean, frosted lips look bad on everybody, but it especially made us look casket ready. Like, it wasn't great. There were just so many trends that like I will see white YouTubers talk about, and it's like, it wasn't, I just couldn't. They didn't make things in that shade. They're like, a lot of the eyeshadows weren't deep enough, or like, so there were just like a lot of trends that just like kind of by me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's part of why I enjoy colorful makeup so much now, because it exists for me. Like, I can wear it. Like, it's why I love indie multi-chromes and duochromes and shiny, shifty shades. The reason I love this shit so much is not just because it's beautiful, but because I can wear it and I can enjoy them, right? It's the first time in my life that I have been able to truly enjoy almost like, any makeup, that I want colorful colors, and then have them actually be colorful and beautiful on me and not make me look like a weird cartoon, although there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not always the look I was going for. So it's weird. Maybe I'm having an existential crisis. Who the fuck knows? But it is weird because I just start thinking about how much, like, when I watch other people's content, and I enjoy watching them talk about it. This isn't like for you to go get people and be like, black people couldn't necessarily. That's not it. It's just, it's weird because it does bring a bit of longing, a bit of loneliness, like a bit of sadness, maybe not loneliness. Maybe I'm just feeling lonely right now because I've been working a lot, but it does bring about like some sadness about like all the trends and things that I just really couldn't take part in because they just didn't make products for me, for my skin tone, blush and all these things. I only started finding blush for my skin tone in probably, I want to say 2006. Like it was like it was a rough time. It's wild to think, like, I guess what I'm saying is, when people want to get on their little high horses and start talking shit and be like nasty about like, well, they don't have to make it for everybody. And I'm like, they've always made it for you. Like, there's never been any trend that as a white person you couldn't get on. Like, you just, because it didn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if they weren't your race. It didn't matter because y'all would just do what you want. So it's always been you've always been able to be a part of it. And meanwhile, here I am sitting here at 9:01 p.m. with my nightly coffee, just getting a little wistful and thinking about like how many trends I just really couldn't participate in because they just didn't make it for me. And like now, I'm living my dreams. Yeah. Like, it doesn't seem like it because I said that really sad and flat, but like when I'm tired, my affect gets like less joyful, I guess. But yeah, sorry to depress. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thanks for listening.